Hey folks, welcome back to the channel, your spot for gear that keeps you safe and on target. Picture this, you're drifting off after a tough day, dreaming of bullseyes and barbecues, when a sharp crack echoes from the hallway, or is it just the wind? Heart pounding, you realize no time for fumbling keys or loading a rifle. You need something ready, lightweight, and punchy. That's the 9mm Carbine, the sweet spot between pistol and rifle, with low recoil, easy handling, and cheap, plentiful ammo. Perfect for home defense, range days, or road trips, without breaking the bank. Today, we're breaking down 14 top budget picks, lightweight builds, rock-solid reliability, and what sets each apart. By the end, you'll know your next buy. Grab a drink, maybe some range gloves, and let's dive in. If one grabs you, hit like and drop your pick in the comments. Kicking things off on a nostalgic note, picture channeling that old-school military cool with something that echoes the lines of a classic without the collector's price tag. That's the Chiappa M1-9 in a nutshell. This gem rocks a 19-inch barrel and tips the scales at just 5.8 pounds, making it a dream for sweeping corners in your home without feeling like you're lugging a fence post. Its straightforward blowback action means you spend less time cleaning and more time shooting, and it pairs seamlessly with Beretta 92 magazines, starting at 10 rounds, but scaling up to 30 for those who like options. You can snag one for around $480 to $650, which feels like highway robbery in the best way. It thrives in those up-close encounters, holding tight at 50 yards for everything from clearing rooms to casual plinking. And hey, with 9mm being as common as coffee, your practice sessions stay affordable. Sure, it skips the last round bolt hold open, which might throw you off during a quick reload, and precision dips if you push beyond that 50-yard mark. But when it comes to blending vintage flair with everyday dependability, this one's like that well-worn leather jacket, tough, timeless, and always ready to roll. Sliding into something with a fresher edge, the Thurian Defense 9mm Carbine steps up with modern lines that scream tactical without the fuss. At 16.5 inches on the barrel and 6.5 pounds overall, it's got that balanced feel for everything from hallway patrols to bench rest fun. Blowback keeps the kick gentle, so you stay composed even in a flurry of shots, and its love for Glock magazines means you're never scrounging, with capacities hitting 30 rounds easy. Expect to drop $640 to $710, a fair ask for the adjustable M4 style stock that lets you dial in the fit no matter your build, plus a front muzzle device that tames flash and noise for those indoor drills. It shines at medium distances, making it a go-to for defense or dialing in targets. The sights are functional but nothing fancy, so long pokes might test your patience, and that stock could wiggle after a heavy day of mag dumps. All the same, if you're after a carbine that's as intuitive as your morning routine and built to last without the premium sticker shock, Thurian delivers in spades. Now, if scraping together every penny for top-shelf gear isn't your jam, let's talk about the undisputed champ of value, the Hi-Point 995 TS. This workhorse clocks in at $330 to $472, with a 16.5-inch barrel and 6.25 pounds that make it nimble for tight spots, like navigating your living room in the dark. The blowback setup is idiot-proof simple, so field stripping feels like tying your shoes, and it ships with 10 rounders, though aftermarket upgrades open the door to more. It devours bulk 9mm like it's going out of style, holding groups well enough at 50 yards for defense or donut targets. Durability? It's like that old toolbox that survives everything from floods to drops. The grip's a touch slick for sweaty palmed sessions, and those stock mags might cramp your style until you expand. But for folks who want a carbine that punches way above its weight class without pretense, the 995 TS is your no-drama sidekick, proving you don't need deep pockets for deep reliability. Light as a feather and twice as fun, the Exter EP9 sneaks in at a flat $449, boasting a 16-inch barrel and a mere 5.2 pounds that make it feel like you're barely holding anything. Blowback action keeps things buttery smooth with minimal muzzle flip, perfect for stitching strings without fatigue, and its Glock mag compatibility means 30 rounds are always within reach. Designed for grab-and-go life, it's a natural for stashing in a bag or bedside quick draw, nailing short to medium shots with ease. That featherweight build shines in dynamic drills, letting you move fluidly without the bulk. The polymer construction gives it a casual vibe rather than heirloom heft, and it can get a little lively after a box or two. Yet for shooters who prioritize portability and play over polish, this one's a wallet-friendly winner that keeps the smiles coming round after round. Versatility gets a folding twist with the Smith & Wesson M1-9 FPC, landing between $500 and $630 for a package that's as clever as it is compact. The 16.25-inch barrel pairs with a scant 5.03 pounds, and when you collapse it, you're down to 16.4 inches, ideal for slipping into a sling bag or console without a second thought. Blowback ensures steady cycling, and it comes loaded with 23-round M&P magazines, complete with a clever storage nook in the grip for spares, so you're never caught short. It groups nicely at 50 yards, soaking up recoil like a pro for everything from home sweeps to paper-punching marathons. The controls feel natural, almost instinctive, whether you're right or left-handed. You'll want a budget for sights since it ships bare, and unfolding under pressure takes a beat to master. But if compact carry and smart storage are your love language, the FPC folds right into your routine as a powerhouse that's equal parts practical and potent. Staying in the foldable family but cranking up the featherweight factor, the Kel-Tec Sub 2000 Gen 2 is a portability phenom at $424 to $511. With a 16.1-inch barrel and just 4 pounds, it collapses to 16.25 inches, vanishing into your daypack or dash like it was never there. Blowback keeps the action lively yet tame, feeding from Glock mags for 15-round stock and grouping solidly at 50 yards for defense or casual blasts. It's disarmingly simple, welcoming newbies and veterans alike with ergonomics that just click. Think of it as the ultimate adventure companion, light enough for hikes and tough enough for the unexpected. The bolt doesn't lock back on empty, which can snag your reload rhythm, and the grip benefits from a little grip tape for tacky confidence. For those who live on the move and crave a carbine that packs small but plays big, Kel-Tec Sub 2000 is the quiet revolution you didn't know you needed. Easing into a heavier hitter with broader appeal, the Ruger PC Carbine Gen 3 commands $779 to $999, but earns every cent with its do-it-all DNA. A 16.12-inch barrel on a 7-pound frame soaks up recoil beautifully, while blowback delivers crisp, consistent feeds from Ruger SR Series 17-round mags, or swap to Glock with a quick adapter for ultimate flexibility. The folding stock tucks it away neatly, and it's whisper quiet with a can, laser-focused at 50 yards for precision work. Whether you're threading needles in low light or stacking steel at the line, it feels rock solid and refined. That extra heft might slow your swings in cramped quarters, and the mag catch demands a firm nudge at first. If you're building a system around reliability and expandability without skimping on shootability, Ruger's PC is the carbine that grows with you, from bedside guardian to range workhorse. For the crowd with a bit more budget room and a taste for Swiss-engineered excellence, the B&T APC-9 Pro runs $1,300 to $1,600, but it's a masterclass in compact fury. The stubby 6.88-inch barrel keeps it at 6.7 pounds, punchy yet planted, with blowback that runs like clockwork on B&T, Glock, or SIG P320 mags up to 30 rounds. It's forged for the front lines, from urban patrols to personal carry, with accuracy and poise that turn stress into symmetry. The fit and finish scream pro-grade, shrugging off abuse while staying whisper smooth. At that price, it's a commitment, and for plinking purists, it might feel like overarming for a squirrel hunt. But if your world demands unyielding performance in a package that disappears on your person, the APC-9 Pro is the pinnacle, blending brutality with ballet in every trigger pull. Channeling the AR spirit without the AR tax, the Just Right Carbine's 9mm AR-style setup hits $599 to $699 for a 16.25-inch barrel and 6.5 pounds of familiarity. Blowback glides through rapid strings with low flip, drawing from Colt SMG 30-round mags that keep the flow endless and affordable. If you've logged time on black rifles, the controls and stance will hug you like an old friend, simplifying maintenance to weekend chores. It clusters tight at 50 yards, ideal for defensive drills or backyard benchmarks. The downside in damp climbs is a nudge toward extra care to fend off rust, but that's small potatoes for a platform this plug-and-play. For AR aficionados hunting a 9mm twist that's as intuitive as breathing, just right nails the brief with budget bliss. Sticking with the AR theme, but leaning leaner, the Palmetto State Armory PA-9 delivers $500 to $650 worth of bang for your buck, with a 16-inch barrel at 5.5 pounds that moves like it means business. Blowback tames the thump, and Glock mags up to 30 rounds make feeding a non-issue, while the AR grip locks in muscle memory for seamless transitions. It excels at 50-yard work, from home holds to hobby holes, with recoil that's kinder than most centerfires. Beyond 100 yards, it asks for more from your optics than itself, but that's not its wheelhouse anyway. If you're all about that black rifle life on a shoestring, PSA's PA-9 is the accessible ace that arms you right. Dipping even lower for the true entry-level crowd, the Anderson Manufacturing M1-9 squeezes into $350 to $420, sporting a 16-inch barrel and 5.5 pounds that belie its bargain status. Blowback keeps it cycling cheap 9mm with gusto, though it perks up a bit for greenhorns, and Glock's 17-rounders get you in the game without excess. It's plenty precise for close-quarters confidence or casual casts, proving entry doesn't mean skimpy. The finish lacks that lustrous layer of pricier peers, and it softens at distance. But who buys budget for bench rest records? For bootstrappers building their first carbine cache, Anderson's AM-9 is the gateway gun that gets you geared up and grinning. Stepping up the sophistication, the CZ Scorpion Evio 3S1 carbine blends $800 to $1,000 of Eastern European engineering into a 16.2-inch barrel and 6.3-pound frame that's as agile as it is aggressive. Blowback purrs with low recoil and CZ's 20-round mags, or Glock adapters for more fuel sessions that stretch ranges without strain. The tactical trim and controls invite customization, grouping sharp even at extended marks for defense or dialed-in days. Build quality wraps it in assurance, from the crisp reset to the enduring edges. The cost climbs past pure budget, and proprietary mags mean a touch more hunting. But for shooters seeking a carbine that's as fun to fondle as it is to fire, the Scorpion stings sweetly. Rounding out the Italian flair, the Beretta CX-4 Storm offers $600 to $750 of refined reach, with a 16.6-inch barrel at 5.75 pounds that slips through spaces like a shadow. Blowback hums harmony with Beretta 92 or PX4 mags from 15 to 30 rounds, letting your pistol and carbine share sweet nothings. Ambidextrous, everything welcomes all hands, and it pins points at 50 yards while the rail begs for red dots. It's a symphony for home harmony or range reverie. The trigger's a hefty 11 pounds out of the box, worth a $180 tweak for Tango, and it can wear on the arms in marathon modes. Still, for Beretta believers or balanced beginners, the CX-4 composes confidence in every chamber. Wrapping the AR Encore, the Stag Arms Model 9 commands $650 to $750 for a 16-inch barrel and 6.8 pounds of platform purity. Blowback breathes easy with Colt SMG 32-round mags, delivering tight knots and tame kick even in haste. The AR anatomy ensures instant affinity for platform pals, thriving in tactical takes or target tango. Durability defines it, from dust to distance. The pistol grip might murmur to modular migrants at first, but adaptation's quick. For devotees of the diagonal layout seeking a 9mm symphony, Stag's Model 9 conducts with class and caliber. There you have it, a full-spectrum scan of budget 9mm carbines that arm you affordably and awesomely. Which one's whispering your way, or sparking a story from your safe? Spill in the comments, like if this lit your long gun love, and subscribe for the next drop on optics, ammo hauls, or holster hacks. Thanks for riding shotgun on this review. You're the real MVPs. Catch you on the flip side, stay vigilant, and shoot straight.